Hello my treasure, welcome back to another slow damage video. And I actually saw that a couple of people watched the video, so I thought, you know what, let's make a second video. So let's continue where we left off. So just a quick summary of where we left off. Where we left off is that we got to know our protagonist, and our protagonist has some technical difficulties. Let's keep it at that. We already met two characters, and we also saw one mysterious character on the phone. So let's continue. Oh, pardon the intrusion. Okay. We will now briefly explain the exploration segment. Oh no! Tutorial! Okay, be right back. I should go somewhere. Okay. Let's move. Okay, so where are we gonna go? We're gonna go, this is my current location. Okay, so we can go here, we can go here. We can go shopping. Oh, let's go shopping. Oh, just then I sensed someone gaze and look over. I thought I saw something slip into the shadow of a building. Oh my goodness. Let's have a look. Or was my mind playing tricks on me? Oh, I love the hairstyle. Shady green-haired man. If you encounter someone during exploration, try talking to them. Talk to them may give you inspiration. Let's try it out. Okay, hello. Oh, it's you. You're Toa, right? Oh! Ah, okay. So this is up and this is down. So let's go. Positive. Play. So what if I am? You're Toa, right? The reason I know is because he knows, right? He knows? I'm going to surpass him. Or my name isn't Inada. Okay, that's... What's the matter? Nothing. Alright then. Ow. There's nothing here to do anymore. Let's move along. Let's go to the residential area. I'm curious. Ooh, this looks nice. This really does remind me of Dramatical Murder. This District E residential area. If you live in Shinkyomu, chances are high your apartment is in District E. District E is full of skyscrapers, all of them high-rise condo buildings. It's an attempt to make the most lively space out of critical limited area. Okay. Ooh. The downdraft from all the skyscrapers creates strong winds in the area. Not to mention the majority of these buildings aren't up to code. So if we get hit with a major earthquake, they'll probably collapse. But the residents of District E choose to live here anyway. Someone concerned with safety wouldn't dare live in Shinkyomu in the first place. Does that do anything? There's like here, there's like a ghosty thing. Okay, let's go back there. Let's just try it. Is there something here? Hello? Okay, so this is the shopping district. That looks interesting. Okay, this is the main street of the center of District E. For the most part, residents of District E pass through here to do their shopping. With all the diners, convenience stores, discount stores and drugstores packed like sardines, it's easy to find what you need. The streets are busy, though not as packed as District D everywhere you look. There's people working or people getting wasted. Okay. The traffic lights changed and the crowd started walking. But just then, I spotted a familiar face out of the corner of my eye. It was Ray, carrying a paper bag in one of his hands. Hey, Ray! My man! Hi, Toa. What are you doing here?
Yo.
Just wandering around. You? On my way back from Tajima's. She gave me a bunch of stuff, so I thought I'd share some with Taku. Again. It was just a thank you gift for helping her. Right. Okay, let's talk. Oh, that reminds me. I left a croquette in the fridge for you. Did you eat it? Oh. Ooh, okay. Okay, euphoria up.
Positive.
I ate a little. A little.
Eh?
For real? Just a bite.
Yatta.
Still, that's a big step for you. Oh my god. Oh, he's happy. I added condensed milk when I was making them. It's supposed to improve the consistency. Condensed milk in croquettes? It sounds crazy, but it works. You tasted it yourself, right? Well, yeah, kinda. Next time, I think I might try a rice croquette.
戻らなくちゃ。
Anyway, I'm headed back to the clinic. Alright. Should we talk one more time? Let's see if we can talk one more time. I got some pickled veggies for us. Okay, so there's nothing here to talk about within them anymore. No, nobody there. Nobody wants to talk to me. Okay, I'm gonna go back home. Because, you know, nobody wants to talk to me. I returned to my apartment. When I left, the TV was on, but now the familiar static drone was gone. Instead, I could hear a faint rustling sound.
Oh,
Taku! Taku! Oh, hey, you're back. Yup. Welcome home. I was just tidying up in here. I'll put it off for... If I put it off for too long, the whole place turns into a pigsty. Okay, let's talk to Taku.
No.
Seeing as you're here, why don't you help me out a bit? Oh, this is oh, let's go. Let's you know, make him happy. Sure thing. It's not often you actually do as you're told. Sometimes I feel like it. Alright then. Thanks in advance. Let's help Taku! I need to put my sound. Now. There, now it's a bit cleaner. Here's your reward for helping. It's sola! Do I also get a reward for cleaning my house? He pulled a pack of green gum from his pocket. Mint flavor, apparently. Got it from a patient, but since you still smoke, you probably need it more than I do, yeah? I prefer the taste of tobacco. Bad habits. Oh, don't be like that. Just take it. He pressed it into my hand and reluctantly accepted it. Of course, I give it about a week before you turn this place into a mess again. Only a week? If you could make it every 2 weeks instead, I appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out of here. Alright. Let's move along. Ooh. Let's go to Tajime. Tajima. Oh, wait. So we're done with everything here. Interesting. Okay, let's move to that part. Okay, so we continue with the storyline. So we did some exploration. That was fun. And now let's see if we can meet more people. Okay. On one corner of the residential neighborhood sat a little old shop forgotten by time. It was a snack store called Tajima, run for many years by an old octogenarian lady. My god, what's that? In most cases, expanding casino industry forced evictions on older homes and stores. But Tajima fought eviction every step of the way, and now it was the last of its kind in the area. Fortunately, Tajima was very popular with the middle-aged folks looking for nostalgic taste of their youth. Plus, it attracted younger people's curiosity about traditional snacks. Every now and then, I'd stop by and grab some. I wasn't a big fan of junk food or anything, but for some reason the shop felt like home. I walked up and stood at the door and peered inside. The cramped interior was packed to the grills with sweets and snacks of every kind. Hidden among them was a white-haired, stony-faced woman standing as still as a statue. Hello! She sounded irritable. Reluctantly, I stepped inside. Oh, this looks so pretty! But though she may have looked angry, she was always like that. Hanging on the wall above the clutter was a painting with a layer of black covering it. I kept wondering about it every time I came by. It was the one thing that didn't feel homey like the rest of the store. Maybe the owner just liked spooky stuff. No. She snapped at me as I stood there without browsing. I'm sorry, lady. Her smoke was a deep dark brown. Not once had I ever seen it waver. Okay, so she's never angry. I grabbed some stuff at random, brought it to the counter.
たく、この町は日に日に変わっていってるよ。いつか本当に滅びてなくなっちまうんじゃないかとヒヤヒヤしてるんだよ、私。
We're getting scolded by the lady. She muttered to herself as she picked away on her antique cash register. This old woman was one of the few who had lived here since before Shinkomi became a casino resort, and she knew what it used to be like. She would always blather on and on, regardless of whether anyone was listening, but some people found value in her stories of the old days.
昔はここまで汚らしい町じゃなかったのにね。
Okay. Okay, Granny.
純朴そうな小娘の面倒を見てやったりもしたのに。今は男も女も泡ずれで溢れ返ってる。
That's not nice.
あんただってその一人なんだよ。分かってんのか。
Oh, no, she did not. And he's just like, yeah, I'm one of them. I nodded absently. Truth be told, I liked her. It felt like she was the only person still living in the old times while the whole world changed around her. Because of that, she was an outsider here.
毎日毎日誰が殺した殺されたで死体を見ても何とも思わなくなっちまってるんだ。ヤクザの言うこと聞くくらいなら私はこの店を守って死ぬよ。
And what's his daddy?
140円だ。
Only that? Oh, that's little. I pulled a 1,000 yen bill out of my pants pocket and handed it over to her.
それを取っといて。
Keep the change. That's a nice tip.
いいのか。
Sure.
ああ。
毎度どうも。
Aw, that's so nice. She took the money without complaint. She handed me my items without a bag, and for the first time I stopped to look at what I bought. What did you actually buy? Then I stuffed it all into my coat pocket and headed for the door. As I stepped outside, however, I realized the old lady had followed me out. Uh-oh.
また来とくれよ。
Okay. She muttered under her breath with a scowl. I waved, then turned and set off down the street. Oh my gosh, that lady likes us, even though she just, you know, like completely bashed us. She likes us. Ooh. Okay, we're here in the middle of it. Oh my god, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna do the bad naughty stuff again? Late that night, Taku, Rei, and I paid a visit to the local diner. Taku had promised to buy Rei a parfait, and tonight it was time for him to pony. What the hell's that? That said, the three of us usually ended up at this diner anyway, since it was still open when the clinic closed. I was downtown at the time, so they invited me over the phone. Oh, let's go into the diner. When we sat down at our table, Taku ordered the Salisbury steak special. Ray got the steak fried rice and the parfait, and I got coffee. He doesn't eat. While they ate their food, I slowly sipped my drink. This was pretty commonplace for me. And yet every time it happened, like clockwork, Ray would tell me how it is not healthy and it's going to kill you one of these days. Yeah, you need to eat. Sure enough, I could hear him grumbling about something. But the moment they put his parfait down on the table, his whole face lit up. Parfait! Can I see? Oh!
もうここのストロベリーミルクパフェ本当に美味しい。
I love it too. I want it. Oh my god. He squeezed his eyes shut and squealed in delight. Just like me.
毎度毎度そんなに喜んでもらえたら作った人も作りがいがあるってもんだな。
Oh my god. Taku sipped his post-dinner coffee with a wry grin. He wasn't a big fan of sugary stuff, so he couldn't really relate.
毎度毎度喜ぶからもっとたくさん美味しいスイーツ作ってって感じ。
Oh, Ray is so cute. And he has cute food. Ray stirred his parfait with a spoon, a dreamy smile on his face. This only lasted until I put a cigarette between my lips and started to
ちょ
light
っ
it.
とまだ食べてるんですけど。
Oh!
うん。 うんじゃないわよ。
喫煙席だろここ。
マナーってものがあるでしょ。タクだってもうやめたんだし、あんたもいい加減やめなさいよね。
吸ってた俺が言うのもなんだが、タバコは100害あって一理なしだぞ。
Yeah, duh. Don't smoke. I ignored their complaints, lit my cigarette and took a drag. Dude, stop it. Instantly, Ray's smoke went from yellow to red, mingling with the cigarette smoke.
本当にもう、トアは酒とタバコばっかり。
Yep.
あんなにいい絵を描くのに、実態なんてこんなものよね。
Sorry. Ray let out an exasperated sigh. Sulking, he put his elbow on the table and his chin in his hand.
歴史上の有名な画家も変人が多いからな。ある中から異常な女好きまで様々だ。
Wow! You have
どこ
some
かしら
nice
変わってるか
friends.
ら芸術面では突出してるってこともあるんだろう。
Okay.
なのかしらね。でも、そばにいたらすごい嫌よ。迷惑よ。
You'll
今
like
身
him
をもって
anyway.
体感してるわ。
Don't be like that, Ray. Don't be
トアに
a
関
sour.
してはもう諦めろ。昔からこういうやつだ。
Aww. It was the harsh truth.
その割には可愛い趣味があるのよね。
Oh no, he did not! Oh my god, he did not. A devilish grin crept up Ray's face. Oh my god, he did not.
趣味
Cute side.
部屋にずっと置いてあるウサギのぬいぐるみを興味ないとか言うくせに捨てないじゃない。実は好きなんでしょ。
いや
He has a bunny. Remember when I talked about in episode 1, the bunny? I did have a bunny plushie in my apartment, but I wasn't particularly attached to it. I just randomly spotted it at a store one time and I wanted to buy it. So I did. Just like me. I hadn't really touched it or thought about it since, and now it sat collecting dust in the corner.
夜はこっそり抱いて寝てたりするんじゃないのか？
Yeah. He's like snuggling the bunny in bed.
やだ、とあったらそんな可愛いところあるの？
Ray, you're embarrassing yourself. As Taku teased me, Ray joined in. Ignoring their idiocy, I turned away and took another slow drag of my cigarette.
そういえば今日はデスマッチには行かないのか？
Oh, deathmatch area.
今日
Oh my
は
god.
お休み。チームメンバーの都合もあるからね。
That sounds horrible. Oh my god, what is that? The deathmatch area was a special section of town located in District A at the center of Shinkyomi. It was once ground zero for a lot of Takosatogumi infighting. As a result, the whole district was torn apart and residents were barred entry. Okay, naturally this attracted a lot of seedy types. Eventually it became known as a place for fist fights and people started using it as a battlefield to test their strength. Nowadays, anyone who wanted to fight could meet up in District A to take part in what was now referred to as a death match. Oh my god. Of course, the Takosatogumi had noticed this, but they chose not to interfere. Oh my god. Here in Shinkyomi, plenty of people were frustrated with the tyranny of the Takosatogumi, not to mention the struggles of living in poverty. So the Takosatogumi let them have their death matches in District A if it meant they could vent their stress. Their one restriction, they would hassle anyone who tried to live there or set a business there. Other than that, the Takosatogumi didn't get involved. Okay. Believe it or not, taking part in death matches was something of a hobby for Ray. I knew it! I saw it in the intro! He always went with his buddies from Roast. Supposedly they were actually among the top contenders, but death matches weren't my thing, so I didn't know if that was true. Judging from their looks, you wouldn't think they were seasoned fighters, except for the rare occasions they turned up sporting cuts and bruises.
楽しんでやってるなら構わんが、あまり羽目を外すなよ。
Yeah, don't get too
最近
crazy,
じゃ
Ray.
デスマッチも昔より悪質な奴らがうろついてるらしいじゃないか。
Oh no.
まあね。でも、そういう奴らもまとめて吹っ飛ばすのが楽しいのよ。
He's
スカッとする
bad.
わ。
You're bad.
そうか。ま、しばらくは高里組も荒れるだろうから、お前たちも気をつけろよ。
Okay.
上の連中はともかく、チンピラどもがトラブルを起こすかもしれん。
そうなったら拳で鎮圧しちゃうから大丈夫。
Okay. Wow. Okay, Ray went from cute to like total like badass in 5 seconds. To prove his point, Ray flashed up his fist. Taku grinned warmly.
拳を振るうのはデスマッチだけにしとけよ。
もちろん。
Oh,
パフ
I
ェを送
will.
ってもらっ
You
たし
bought me a
言う
parfait.
こと聞きます。美味しかった。ありがとう。大満足。
He's like cute and cuddly and like scary at the same time. In a blink, Ray had polished off his parfait. He set down his spoon with a satisfied
それじゃ、明日もあるし帰るか。
Okay, let's go home.
そうね。また明日。とはちゃんと寝なさいよ。このまま飲みに行ったり男を引っ掛けに行ったりしちゃダメだからね。
Cause you want him all for yourself,
Uh.
right? Ay. With a non-committal response, I crushed my cigarette in the ashtray. Taku rose to his feet, grabbed the check, and took it over to the
ごちそ
register.
うさま。
Right as Ray got up, he suddenly turned back to me.
あら、そういえばあんたもおごりなの？
Oh, he's paying for
コ
you
ーヒ
too.
ーしか飲んでないからな。
Whenever we went out to eat, Taku would always pay for my order, probably because it was only one extra drink. Ray donned on a melodramatic frown and glanced at me out of the corner of his eye.
なんかあんたって周りから妙に甘やかされてるわよね。ふらふらしてて危なっかしいからかしら。
Yeah, everybody does.
野良猫みたいな感じ？
But he doesn't eat much, right? He just
So,
eats
no.
coffee. I shrugged, and together we headed for the exit. Oh my gosh. This is just so funny. Okay, moving on. Let's go to the next part. Okay. Ah. The next day. I wasn't scheduled to work at the clinic, so I woke up around noon. Lazy boy. Taku came up to my room on his break and invited me out to lunch. Ray wasn't scheduled to work until later in the afternoon, so he wasn't around yet. I got dressed, then accompanied Taku out of the building. It's a lot of talking, okay? Ooh, this looks
お待た
nice.
せしました
Hello, dear manager. Ooh, do the manager and the lady of the store have something? The manager set down 2 mugs of coffee, followed by 2 plates of their famous honey toast. Once everything we ordered was on the table, he bowed quietly and headed back into the kitchen. In these parts, Yanagawa Cafe was a popular lunch spot. The place first opened over 20 years ago, and the building's retro, outdated style offered its own special charm. It was about a 5-minute walk from Murase Clinic, so I often found myself here. It all started when I was walking by one day and saw the dimly lit interior through the front window. It caught my interest, so I went in, and the rest is history. The cafe always played jazz music over the speakers, and the customers were relaxed. Their prices were relatively high, but seeing as they were still in business, they clearly had enough regular customers to keep them afloat. Oh! First the parfait and now this. The cafe's biggest selling point. Freshly ground coffee and honey toast. Even Taku liked their toast, and he was notoriously uninterested in sweets. Oh my
さ
god.
食べるか。いただきます。
I'm hungry. I need food. He pressed his hands together to say grace, then picked up the knife and fork and started cutting up his toast. I crushed my lit cigarette in the ashtray and took a sip of my coffee.
ここのは本当にうまい
Hey,
よな。
don't talk with your mouth full. Bad.
甘いの苦手でもこの店のは平気なんだろ。
なあ、この蜂蜜の自然な甘さとパンの焼き加減がガキの頃によく食べたパンケーキに似ててな。て
Ah.
お前こそ普段はほとんど食べないくせにここのハニートーストは食べるよな。
なんとなく。
He just kinda
Yeah,
eats it.
sorry.
Like, okay, let's eat it. Are you kidding me? Laughing, Taku slid a forkful of toast into his mouth. In a blink, he had somehow already eaten half of the damn thing. Only then did I finally pick up my own knife and fork and started eating. He actually ate something?
もうすっごいやつがいたらしくてさ。
Oh my god.
なんだよ、すっごいって。何がすごいんだよ。
Oh. As we were busy eating, the conversation from the table next to us carried over, filling the silence.
すごいっつったらすごいんだよ。強いんだって。すごい強かったらしいんだよ。
Oh my god!
そりゃ、高里組ってデスマッチの参加者で強いやつを引っ張ってきてるんでしょ。強くて当然だろう。
For a fraction of a second, Taku fell still.
いやもっとだよ。もっと強えの。
Uh-oh.
もっと
Okay, dudes.
真顔で何人も殴って沈めてくくらいのそういうマジでヤバいやつだったらしく
Oh my
て、どうも組を裏切ったらしいんだよ。
We need to save Ray!
そうねえ、兄貴を殺して逃げたって。
兄貴兄ちゃんってこと
Oh my god.
ちげえよ、あれだよ、ほら杯がうんたらかんたらってそういう兄貴。
Oh my
あ
god.
あ、そういう兄貴。
Dude.
でもさ、それってすごい不義理ってやつじゃね。
やばいよ。だから組のやつらに制裁されてもうこの世にいないって話だけどな。
Made him go poof!
制裁。
Oh
お
my
っか
god.
ねえ。高里組なら人の一人や二人くらい簡単に消せるだろうしな。
Oh, this is bad. Taku. Taku finished eating his honey toast in silence, but his expression looked stiff, probably due to the subject matter. In this town, you couldn't walk 2 steps without hearing someone gossiping about the Takasato Gumi. Some of it was true, a lot of it wasn't. But like a game of telephone, a lot of details got lost along the way, so only a small fraction knew the facts. The guys next to us were just recounting stuff they'd heard from elsewhere. Almost every rumor was tarnished with embellishment born of speculation or assumption, and this one was no different. Oh my god, I know, but Ray is in trouble, right? We need to save Ray. It wasn't easy to discover the unvarnished truth buried beneath. For example, I would never know the real Taku, and he would never know the real me. Just because we known each other for years didn't mean we understood everything about each other. Then the subject changed to something else, and a few minutes later the 2 guys left to pay their bill. Once they were gone, Taku finally broke his bitter silence.
大人気だな、高里組は。
Oh my god. I ate my cold toast without responding. As it happened, I knew the guy they were gossiping about. Oh, a lot about him in fact. Believe it or not, that fight happened while I was still in the gang. But I didn't want to remember him, so I actively avoided thinking about his name or his face.
他に話したくなるような楽しいことがないんだろ。
You have a very troubling background, man! I shrugged and Taku nodded slightly, still grimacing.
そうかもな。
I guess so. Oh no! Meanwhile, unpleasant memories rose to mind. I first joined the Takasato Gumi back when my mother died. When I was in the middle school, she died in an accident. Then a Yakuza named Sakaki came and told me she was his gang leader's mistress. Oh my god. There I learned that his name was Takasato Urijiro and he was my father. As a kid, I only knew Sakaki as a good friend of my mother's. I never knew he was in a gang. After her death, he tried his best to look out for me, then one thing led to another, and I joined the Takasato Gumi. No real reason. He invited me to join, so I figured I would. To him, my mother was a dear friend, and he would always reminisce about her. Because of that, he didn't feel like some Yakuza thug. He felt like family. Aww. As for my actual family, I couldn't remember much of them or anything that happened prior to my mother's death. Aww. I vaguely recall that I had a little sister, but I couldn't remember what she looked like. At the time of my mother's accident, I was injured and sent to the hospital. Maybe that had something to do with it. Oh my gosh, this is so sad. I stroked the eye patch over my right eye. There was no point in looking back. It was all in the past. Even without my childhood memories, I was still right here, living and breathing. I looked down at the table. Taku had stabbed his fork into my cold, half-eaten honey toast. Then, without batting an eye, he dragged it over to his own plate.
食べるのか
He just stole your food! Even though it's cold.
お前どうせ残すだろ
He made it sound like he was entitled to eat my leftovers. He had a point though. I wasn't planning to eat the rest, but still, he stole my food! Oh my gosh. I laid my knife and fork to rest. Then I lit a cigarette, took the longest possible drag and blew it all back at him.
おいやめろせっかく禁煙成功したってのに
Oh my god. Grimacing, Taku waved a hand in front of his
本
face.
当に成功したかどうか試してる
Oh, he's testing you, dude!
今やるな今食事中だぞ
I fixed him with an imperish grin, scowling. He went back to the rest of my honey toast. As he wolfed down a few more bites, I smirked at
なん
him.
だ
よく食うなと思って
お前が小食すぎるんだよ
Yeah, he doesn't have an appetite at all. He wiped his mouth roughly with a napkin and rose from the
ほら
table.
行くぞ
Okay, yeah boss. He grabbed the check and headed over to the register to pay. I crushed my cigarette in the ashtray, then followed him. Okay, go follow your boss. Oh my gosh. Ooh, it's nighttime. After we left the cafe and I parted ways with Taku, I wandered around town for a while. Then once the sun set, I headed to the park. Oh no, don't do bad stuff. Then I have to censor again. The place was deserted on a winter night, and the white glow of the street lamps made it look even more desolate. I sat down on the chilly metal bench and lit another cigarette. I wasn't ready to go home yet, so I was trying to kill time. Okay. As I watched the pale smoke float up into the dark sky, I heard a commotion in the distance. Several pairs of footsteps were approaching, and when they passed under a street lamp, I recognized them instantly.
ほらやっぱりトワだ
Oh no!
おお本当だ
Oh no, this is bad. This is bad. Okay, it's going slowly down. Look, it's going like down.
ト
Oh,
ワ
it's
さん
oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Kotaro, Mayu, and Eiji were three guys I knew very well. They walked right over to me.
お前
Hello.
よく見えるよな真っ暗なのにあんな遠くから目めっちゃいいの俺超くっきりはっきり見えるよ
Okay.
アニメばっか見てるのに謎だよその人むしろアニメで鍛えられてるのよ
Oh, and train your eyes. Okay, now we know.
つうことは
I love this
こ
outfit!
んなとこだ
Not Kotaro, the other one. I think, what's his name? I think it's Mayu. Tanned, muscular Kotaro bent over to get a good look at my face. You could say he had a wild side, or a short temper, depending on how you look at it.
ぼんやりしちゃってよからぬ妄想でもしてた
Oh my god, it's so bad! Mayu crackled around the lollipop in his mouth. He was the tallest and leanest of the three, and he dressed like he found his clothes in a dumpster. But I like it!
景気づけに一発爆弾でもどうですか目覚めますよ
Oh my god. The guy in the beanie was Eiji, and he was an expert at information gathering and bomb assembly. Okay, that's not good. Using the power of social media, he had a vast information network that he used to collect all kinds of intel. I had slept with Kotaro and Maju a couple of times out of boredom, but never with Eiji. He told me he wasn't really into stuff. Kotaro's smoke was red, Mayu's was fuchsia, and Eiji's was a blue-green color. Oh, look! Look at the clouds!
別に一服してただけ。
Okay.
暇ってことが。なら、デスマッチエリアに行かねえ
Oh,
か。
no, 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 no! Don't go there! With a grin, Kotaro straightened up and jerked his chin in the direction of District A.
面倒だからパス。
言うと思ったとは絶対言うと思ったよ暇ならいいだろう好きだよ
Not like you have
元
anything
兄
better
弟
to
の
do.
よしみでよ
お前と杯を交わした覚えはないな。
Kotaro, Maju, and Eiji were all former guns for hire that got recruited to the Takasato Gumi. Kotaro and Mayu were scouted via death matches after they proved their fighting skills. As for Eiji, supposedly he got invited to join after he hacked the social media account and a website for one of the Takasato Gumi businesses. Of course, they were by no means the only people recruited this way. In fact, I heard of people taking part in death matches specifically to try to get in with the gang.
杯って言えばよとは親父の葬式に来な
Oh,
かった
no, no, no. Kotaro smirked.
行くわけない。
Yeah,
今
why
日の
would he?
昼に葬式があって昨日は通夜だったんだよ
Ah,
全然興味なしって感じですね。
no, I don't care.
あ
No. I sincerely didn't. What did it matter to me if some total stranger kicked the bucket?
まいやそれよりデスマッチエリアだ
Oh my
行って
god.
みたら意外と楽しいかもよ
No, he
Nine.
won't.
もういっそのこと全部爆弾で吹き飛ばすってのはどうです？そしたら一瞬でみんな楽しくなりますよ。
何がだバカ
Kotaro snorted and flicked Eiji's forehead.
合格
Aw.
はいいから行こうぜとはほら立てよ
He grabbed my arm and hauled me up against my will. Once he had his mind set on something, it was impossible to get him to change it. He kept a firm hold on me and as we walked, like he was worried I was gonna bolt.
俺らは上からデスマッチに参加するなって言われてっからよなんもできね
Oh, poor
え
you.
いやお前は好きなだけ参加できるじゃねえか羨ましいなおいもう
借金の取り立てで普段から好きなだけボコボコ殴ってるだろ。
それはお仕事だし返さないアホが悪いね
Oh my god.
でもいつも楽しそうに追いかけ回してるじゃないですかお二人とも。僕も怖くって怖くって。
Oh, Eiji.
嘘つけ借金野郎の弱みやら個人情報やらかき集めるのお前の仕事だろうが
Blackmail.
はい、それはもちろん。新興味の情報なら任せてください。あと爆弾も。
And bombs. He had his bombs. Eiji donned a big cheesy smile and Kotaro scoffed. He likes his bombs, right? Here in Shinkyomi, as the poverty gap widened, many were burdened with large debt. Any debtor unable to make payments was mercilessly hounded by the Takasato goons. And if that debt reached a certain size, the debtor would get a chip known as a web tag implanted in them. Web tag debtors were then tracked via surveillance towers erected all over Shinkyomi. They were forbidden to set foot outside the city until their debt was repaid. If they tried to leave, the Takasato Gumi would send pursuers to hunt them down and kill them. No questions asked. You might wonder how the gang got their money back if the debtors was dead, but corpses had plenty of monetary value.
ねえ行くなら早く行こう帰って録画しといたアニメ見たいんだよ
He wants to watch this anime. Mayu was already looking away like he'd lost interest in the conversation.
うるせえなこのアニメオタク。
っていうかあのスズメポップコーン頬張りすぎね。欲張りすぎだよ。破裂しそう。
あ？どこだよ。見えないっつうの。お前の異常な視力で見えるもんは普通の人間には見えねえんだよ。
みんなも俺みたいにアニメ見ればいいのよ。アニメ見ようよ。
見ねえよ。
No thanks. Trapped in Kotaro's tight grip and stuck in the middle of their inane banter, I left the park behind. Poor him! Oh my gosh. Oh, this is not gonna end well, right? Oh my gosh, we're in the deathmatch area. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it here because, yeah. You know, I've been recording again for almost an hour and this is gonna take a long time and I think a lot is gonna happen in the deathmatch. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you want to see more, let me know or else I'm just gonna play it by myself. Thank you so much for watching and as always, wish you love you. Bye!